Well, good morning. Happy Monday. You know what I still haven't figured out is to remember to check my teeth before I before I go live. Um, how's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully you had a nice weekend. Some of you celebrating Father's Day. Um, we will be taking a moment here just to give people a chance to hop on if people are able to hop on live for our Vinyasa Flow this morning. If you're able and you're on live, or if you're practicing later, it's always fun just to hear where people are practicing from. I know a lot of times people don't comment because this isn't really the kind of post to like have lots of comments like some other posts because I'm not in front of I'm in front of the camera, but not in front of the camera. But it's so fun to see, and it's been so wonderful. One of the many gifts about this, been doing these practices, is just to have so many of you reach out, even though you may not message, good morning, Kit, friends from Colorado, friends from different places around the world saying, I hope you keep doing these. So, as we are all adjusting to what is our new norm, I would love to hear from some of you, whether you prefer to comment in the comments or message me separately. I would love for you to take a moment and tell me how you would, is this working for you? Would you like to keep doing the practices this way through Facebook? Would you prefer Zoom? Are you like, no, I'm going back to my studio now. I'm good. These are some of the things I would love to hear from you, just to hear how things are going. Kit, can you hear me okay? I know Kit's in Lincoln. I know that. We're just giving folks a second to get on here. But let me know if I'm having any sound problems. Otherwise, we will get started. Jerry Pluger. Now, Jerry and I go way back to the teaching days when I taught second grade. It's been a while. Everybody hear me okay before I start? Kit, can you give me a thumbs up if you're staying on? I don't know if you're hopping on or off, but tell me if you can hear me. Or Jerry, yes, okay, great. All right, we will flip the camera around and let's get us started. So I want you to find, if you have a block or a blanket, that's always helpful. Straps sometimes are good too. I'm trying to get my microphone here to balance. And then grab a comfortable seat. This morning I'm going to start out in Virasana, which I'm going to use either my blanket or my block to start off with that. So if you have one of those props, a blanket is fine if you are bendy and you can sit in Virasana without a supported prop. You're welcome to do that. For me, it's a little much on my knees. So either through a blanket or a block, find Virasana, and if Virasana doesn't work on your knees, then just any easy seat will do, okay? So let's sit up nice and tall. Sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. Take your shoulders up toward your ears, and then take the shoulder heads back and drop the shoulders down the back. So yesterday was Father's Day, those of you just hopping on. And it's a day that I feel like can bring up, understandably, a lot of emotion for people, just depending on so many factors, right? Whether what their relationship is with their own father, if they have a husband who is a father, whether they're with that husband. I mean, just, right, so many layers. And as I was reading through just some different stories, and I applaud everybody that posts and shares, I think about my own dad, and my dad, my parents both did their share of raising me, but from about fourth grade on, I was with my dad. My dad was a single dad, and you don't hear as many of those stories, but he was. And I adored my dad. I had such a good relationship with him. Of course, we had our ups and downs, but he himself has really struggled a lot internally with things, and he still is working through a lot of things right now. And I think we think that as we get older, and it does happen for some of us, as we get older, more gets figured out, or we feel like it's figured out, or maybe we don't. We think we realize what's more important, and so I don't want to say we don't care, but we realize what's important, so we don't let all the little things bother us. And we develop, I think, this greater sense of internal resilience. And for some of us, that just kind of comes along the way, and for some of us, we really have to build that up. And I know in my dad's story and in our story, you know, we've had a lot of ups and downs ourselves, and I think it's so easy to think when you look at other people that their lives are perfect and things are perfect. And so that's one of the things as you read other people's stories, you're like, wow, right? You remember that we are all human, and nobody has this perfect story and this perfect outline, that there is literally no such thing. No such thing. So today, as we practice, I want to develop this internal resilience, because I think when it comes to especially our families, there can be so much expectation, and especially in the way that we grew up, trying not to impart that as a parent now, impart that on my own kids, but having them grow up into who they are and who they want to be, not who I want them to be, but who they are. And respecting that space, and also teaching them about this sense of internal resilience, because in the world that we're at today, folks, our kids they're in a new world that we can't even understand what it's like to grow up in an age like today. And so teaching them how to develop resilience. And part of it comes back to taking time for yourselves, right? Like being bored, we're working on in our family. Like, it's okay to be bored and not always have something in front of you. Huge. So as you find a comfortable seat, I want you to sit up nice and tall. And I want you to take a deep inhale. Hold the breath at the top. Feel the breath kind of collecting up into the chest and heart area. And then open your mouth and let it go. Just whatever tension you've been holding. Inhale, breathe it in. Hold the breath at the top. Pause. And then empty it out the mouth. Exhale. Again, inhale. Pause at the top, hold, and you can hold as long as you like. I'll cue it out, but if you want to hold longer, you can. Let it go, exhale. Good, and then bring your hands together in front of your heart. One of the ways in which we can build and begin to build internal resilience is through the phrase, I am. Understanding that what is on the other side of that phrase is what begins to build our own confidence, our own resilience. And so as we set an intention this morning, you may create an I am statement, or any dedication or prayer to all of the amazing fathers who have passed on. We love you, we miss you. Good, and then bring thumbs up to third eye. Remember that this practice is for you, to tap into who you are, to better understand yourself. which then opens you up to being more receptive to all beings. And then release your hands down. We're going to come right into a forward fold. So I'm going to slide my block forward and I'm going to use it for my hands. So untuck your toes. Your feet can stay a little bit wider. Slide your block forward if you'd like it. There's a little bug on my mat. He's going to go over there for now. All right. Forward fold. If outside was nearby, I would just send him out, but he's going to have to practice with me. So let your body just sway, begin to feel. Just feel. If you were sitting in Virasana, very likely there's probably some sensation that might be happening in the back of your legs, unless that's just a regular pose for you. Take another breath. Can you empty out the breath a little deeper, allowing your belly to contract more? And as your belly contracts more, your upper body can fold in a little deeper towards your thighs. And it's completely okay if your legs are bent. Your mind always, in my forward bends, have just a soft bend in my legs. Good. And then I want you to put a little deeper bend in your legs, and let's ragdoll it up nice and slow. Rolling the shoulder heads back and down. Good. Just take a couple rolls. Good. And go the other way. And then reach your arms up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way to the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rebow. Reverse your swan dive back up. Inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Good, these little half salutes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. So right now we're building the resiliency. Fold in the breath. Inhale. Also coming into the moment. Exhale. Realizing, inhale. A lot of what throws us off in our day, forward fold, exhale, is that we aren't in the moment. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse inhale. Exhale to the heart. Good. Arms release by your sides. They always, truly the most profound teachings are the most simple, right? Be in the present moment. We hear it all the time. But do you know how hard it is to be in the present moment? Right? We've so practiced not that it's actually a very, very challenging thing. I'm going to take my block off to the side. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Big toes can touch, inner heels just a little bit apart. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back. Place your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, down dog, front foot back. Plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, knees can go down if you like, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. I'm going to take cobra on my first one. And down dog. Exhale. Right leg reaches high, breathe in. Exhale, right foot steps forward, back knee goes down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms stretch up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Feel the shoulder blades draw together and down on the back. Inhale, reach up, draw your tailbone down. Exhale, hands to the ground. You're going to tuck your toes and push off, top of the mat, forward bend, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, rebow, Uttanasana. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more Surya C. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, our left foot will step back. Back knee's going to draw it down to the ground. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down, down dog, front foot back. Plank on the in-breath. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises, breathing in. Left foot forward and through. Exhale, take the back knee down. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Step forward, tucking those back toes, pushing off. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive, rise. Inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Interlace your fingers. Oops, press your palms forward. Sorry, a little staticky there. Arms reach up, breathe in. Side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Side bend to the left, exhale. Inhale, up. Now cactus your arms, standing up tall, exhale. Inhale, push up, palms connect, look up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, cobra, breathe in. Exhale, back, down dog, breathe out. Right leg reaches up, breathe in. Bend your knee and open up the hip. Let the heel on your left foot begin to drop to help you balance, taking your top thigh bone back and to scoop your tailbone forward as you lift your left armpit. Good. Re-straighten the legs. Square all 5 toes towards the floor. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it up. Knee to nose. One more time. Breathe in. Knee to nose. Look between your hands. Step the front foot forward. Seal the back heel down like you're going to do a warrior 2. And then both arms on the inside of the front leg. Down dog lunge. I like to be on my fingertips here. You can plant the hands flat if it's more comfortable. Keep your right knee moving to the right. We've been flowing pretty good here, so just take a couple breaths. Settle in. Now you're going to walk the hands in a little closer and straighten that front leg. So it's like the legs are in triangle. Keep lifting the 4 corners of your kneecap up. I'm going to definitely be on fingertips here, and you're welcome to have a block. Front leg may not go all the way straight, but get it to the point that you can feel some stretch for yourself in your own body and your hamstring on the front leg. Take another breath. Good. And then walk your hands around. Pivot that back heel up off the mat. And we're going to come up to crescent pose. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And airplane your arms. Exhale. Chest forward, arms back. Inhale, reach up. Now you have an option here. As the arms go back, you can lift your front heel. Ooh, waking up that leg. Put the heel down as the arms go back up into crescent. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heel. One more time. Inhale. Hello, hamstring. Exhale, lift the heel. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. We're going to turn heels in, toes out. A skater pose, bringing your hands clasped onto your left thigh, and we're going to straighten your right leg. Good. Getting into the groin here a little bit. Yep. So keep all 10 toes down on the mat. Make sure the heels are in, toes are pointing out. Good. And then we're going to pivot back around, sealing that back heel at a 45-degree angle, coming to warrior 1 at the back of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. Airplane the arms back. Interlace your hands behind your back. Straighten your front leg. Bring your chest up. Inhale. And then bow into humble warrior. Exhale over your left leg now. Head drops down. Knuckles stretch up and over. Shoulder, your left shoulder is on the inside of the leg. And if you need to, you just let it rest on the thigh. That's totally okay. Take one more breath. Staying with it, building that resilience. Both hands down. Pivot your back heel up. Take a low lunge twist. Left arm to the sky. Keep the back heel moving over the ball of the foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Wrap the outer left hip back. Good. Now we're going to come to Vashisthasana. As we do the front foot, you can always keep it in front for more support. The top hand is going to come to the heart right in front of you. So reach the arm over the head. Inhale. Lower the hips a little and bring your left thumb towards your heart. Inhale, reach the hips high. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, hips lower a little, thumb to heart. Reach the arm to the sky, breathe in. Top hand down, chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, up dog, cobra. And exhale, hips draw up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, yogis. Take a breath in. What can you let go of? Exhale. Inhale, keep pushing into the finger pads, lift the armpits up, but release your heart towards your thighs. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. All right, left leg goes up into the air, breathe in. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Let your right heel get heavy. Right armpit lifts. Spread your toes on the left foot. Good. And then inhale, re-straighten the leg. Turn the 5 toes towards the floor. Knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders over wrists. Knee to nose. One more time. Inhale. Extend it up. Exhale. Knee to nose. Look to your thumbs. Step the left foot forward and through. Seal the back heel down like it's a warrior 2. Both hands on the inside of the front leg. Left knee is going to keep moving to the left. Arms are going to walk on the diagonal. Down dog lunge. Sink a little deeper in that left leg. Our resilience, our ability to be able to recover, right? To come back after challenge and struggle. Good. Now we're going to keep some of the architecture in the lower half, but we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to walk the hands in a little closer in kind of a lungy triangle here. So both hands are still on the inside. Continue to engage the quadricep muscles on your left leg. Keep pushing into your left big toe mound. Noticing maybe as you stay with your pose, does your body shift? Does it change? Good. Walk the hands back around. Pivot the back heel up. You may need to separate your feet a little bit. Crescent pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Allow your tailbone to drop down. Now, some of you, if you're tighter here, you'll have to put a little bend in that back knee to keep the pelvis level. And then we're going to exhale. Arms go forward. Hands go back. Arms go back. Heart goes forward. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. And now you have the option here to lift that left heel. As your chest goes forward, the heel lifts. Inhale, the heel comes down as you go up. Exhale, heel lifts. We got one more. Inhale. Legs stay strong. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Good. Skater pose. Interlace your hands, heels in, toes out. Put both hands on your right thigh. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Get into that groin. And we're going to circle back to the front of the mat, coming to warrior 1. So your back foot is going to need to angle in 45 degrees. It points to the upper left corner of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, airplane the arms. Now here, interlace your hands. Take the other index finger on top. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, open the chest. Look towards the sky. And then bow into humble warrior. Exhale. Gaze towards your back foot. Keep reaching your knuckles up off your back. Here's where a strap might be helpful. If you're not able to bind, really using a strap is very helpful here. Keep wrapping that outer right hip back in space. Good, and then left hand comes down. Inhale, lift a ball of your back heel up, and right arm reaches up towards the sky. Oh, low lunge twist. Take another deep breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Good. One more. Inhale. Start to roll to the outer edge of your back foot. And then exhale, right thumb to heart. Stack the feet in Vashisthasana. Inhale, hips go a little higher. Arm reaches over your head. Exhale, lower back to about a neutral position. Inhale, hips go higher. Exhale, thumb to heart. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, yogis. Inhale. Exhale. Whoop. All right, plank pose. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Up dog cobra. Breathe in. Down dog or child's pose. All right, 3 to 5 breaths here. Breathe out. Hug your hands in toward each other if you're in down dog. If you're in child's pose, part of building resilience, folks, is knowing when to rest, knowing when to take care of ourselves. You never need my permission. It's always about just giving ourselves permission. Let's take one more breath here. Breathe in. Maybe empty out the breath by letting the mouth open. Good. Inhale. Lift your heels. And if you want to jump forward, you can, or walk forward, however you'd like to get to the top of the mat. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Fold forward and bow. Good. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. Hands to prayer. Exhale. Let's twist to the right. Left elbow is going to come across our body. Palms press in. And I'll show some different variations here. So you can, of course, open your arms to fly here. Some days I like to bring my left forearm across the thighs and then bind with the right arm. So I want you to take your chair twist today. The one that feels good in your body. Yoga practice deeply helps us building our resilience because it's calling to us to listen to our body more, right? Maybe for some of us, feeling it for the first time in a long time. Drop the hips a little deeper. Inhale, reach it back up, chair pose. Inhale to play with being uncomfortable. Right? I would like a forward fold in between, but today we're going to go right into the second side, right elbow to the outside, or you can do like I'm doing, thigh across. You could open your arms to fly, try to bind with the left arm, sink down a little deeper. Good, rotating that top shoulder back a little bit more. One more breath. I know. Back to chair. Stay with me. One breath. Inhale. Forward fold. Let it go. All right, heel toe your feet a little wider than your hips. Place your right hand underneath your chest. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left arm up towards the sky. Inhale. Top hand down, and we're just going to flow side to side. Left hand under your chest. Left knee bends. Inhale, right arm up. And fold. Right knee bends. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. And down, left hand down, left leg bends, right arm up, and fold. Good, let it all go. Good, half high here. You can keep the feet a little bit wider. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Pause in your plank. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. And now lift your right leg till it hovers, exhale. set the right foot down, breathe in. Left leg lifts till hovers. You don't have to go very high, just till it's parallel. Inhale back to plank. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, plank. Left leg up. Inhale, plank. Right leg up. Good. Inhale, one more. Left leg up. Plank pose. Inhale. All the way to the belly. Exhale. Good. Shalabhasana variation. Palms back down alongside your body. They're going to face the earth. Your thumbs are out. Push into your hands. Lift your legs and lift your chest. And then begin to float your arms, seeing if your hands can come as high as your shoulders. Gaze down the tip of the nose. Spread all 10 toes. Lifting your shoulder heads a little bit higher. There you go. Good. And then hands down underneath you. Inhale into a cobra pose. Inhale. Lift your chest. Elbows hug in. Open the front of the sternum. Exhale. Release. Now bring your left forearm down. Right fingertips are going to be in line with your left elbow. And you're going to come up onto your knees. Come up onto your knees. So again, right fingertips are lining up with left elbow. Right elbow is going to hug in like it's doing a chaturanga. And then lift your knees up off the ground and walk your toes in a little bit. And this feels awkward, right? Let's just call it out. Call a spade a spade. This is awkward. Now, if you need to, you can always walk your hand back further so that your right hand truly is in a chaturanga. That's totally okay. If that feels more stable, take another breath. Good. Set the knees down. Now switch. Right forearm down. Left hand. You can bring it way back. I like to start with the fingertips in line with the elbow, and then once my knees come up, then I sometimes feel more steady taking the hand back a little further. And then when the hand is back further, you can really push into that right forearm, isolating just one shoulder at a time. Keep hugging your left elbow in. Try not to let that elbow just go on a total holiday here. It's still hugging in. You're still lifting the head of the left shoulder up. You're pushing your right inner wrist down. Good. Set the knees down. Now the right forearm, I want you to turn it. Reach your left arm forward. Your right forearm is parallel with the top of the mat, and we call this a quarter dog. Quarter dog. Here, rest your forehead on your right forearm. Good. Lift your forehead and just switch. Left forearm parallel with the top of the mat. Right arm reaches forward. Forehead down. Good. And then walk, excuse me, your right hand back underneath, both hands under your shoulders, tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a full breath through your nose. Inhale. Sigh it out. Let it go. Right leg reaches up. Let's flow through that first component again. We'll add on a little bit. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, re-straighten the leg, square it off. Knee to nose, exhale, push the earth away. Inhale, extend it up. Knee to nose, hug it in. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, hug in. Step it forward and through. Good. We're going to take out the down dog lunge. Come right into the crescent. Inhale. Lifting that front heel if you like as the arms airplane back. Inhale, reach up. Airplane back. Inhale, drop the heel if you're doing the heel lifts. Exhale, lift the heel. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Good. Skater pose, no hands. Arms to the left. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Good. Circle back around. Warrior one. You're at the back of your mat now. Inhale. Good. Exhale, airplane the arms. Interlace your hands behind you. Straighten your front leg. Inhale. Humble warrior. Exhale. Take an extra breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Good. Now you're going to start to roll your left shoulder onto your left knee. Begin to take your top shoulder back like you're opening into side angle, which we are going to do. You're going to drop the left hand down. Now if you've got a block, you can always grab it. Reach your right arm over your head. Palm faces down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now if you want to take a bind, you are welcome to. Reach that top arm behind your back. If you want to go for a full bind, left arm reaches under. Taking 2 more breaths. Yes, you can. I am strong. Remember those words, I am. Release your bind, reverse your triangle. Yes, breathe in. Trikonasana. Scoot your back foot up a little bit if needed. Left arm reaches forward. Left hand down. You can grab the block if you like. Right arm reaches up. Gaze down, forward, or up towards your top palm. Try to soften these top ribs in a little bit. Elongate through the bottom waistline. Take 1 more breath. Good. And then cartwheel down. Remember the low lunge twist. Block off to the side. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Side plank. Left thumb to sternum. Exhale. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, lower. Left arm to the sky, yogis. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Good. Now pause in your plank. Drop to your knees. Good. Take a moment, just pause. You're going to bring your left forearm down. Right hand is going to stay just like it was. We're going back into that funky dolphin. Fingertips, remember, they can stay in line, or you'll have a moment where you can scooch them back, okay? Lift the hips up. Walk your right hand back. Good. Now, if you like, you can lift your left leg up towards the sky. Left leg reaches up. Take another breath. Good. Set the leg down. Take another deep breath. Breathe in. Bring your right forearm down. Exhale. Breathe out. Take a full breath here. Inhale in dolphin. Maybe empty out the mouth. Let it go. Good. Now you can move into chaturanga from here. You can drop to the knees. But if you want to take chaturanga, just bend the knees a lot. 3. You're going to lift the elbows up. 2 and 1. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, left leg goes up into the air. Inhale, reach left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, re-straighten, square it off. Knee to nose. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Hug it in. Step the foot forward and through. High lunge, crescent pose. Inhale. Airplane the arms. Lift front heel. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Once more. Lift the heel. Heel drops down. Breathe in. Skater pose, no hands. Right knee bends, left leg straightens. Good. Warrior 1 back at the front. Inhale, arms reach up. Airplane the arms. Straighten the front leg. Interlace your hands behind you. Lift your torso up towards the sky. Look up. Humble warrior. Exhale. Good. We're taking an extra breath here. And we're going to start to peel it open. So start to bring your right shoulder on your right knee. Revolve your chest open towards the long edge of your mat. Use your right hand to tug your left hand down. And then release your right hand to the floor outside your right foot, or you can bring your forearm on your thigh. Left arm reaches over. Side angle pose. Keep that back leg strong. Lift the back inner thigh up. Carve the outer right seat under as you begin, some of you, taking that bind if you want it. Use your right arm if you're binding against that right leg. Move the right knee right as you revolve the left side of your shoulder open. One more breath. I know. Revolve triangle. Release your bind. Inhale. Chest lifts up. Left arm down your back leg. Trikonasana. Reach right arm forward. Right hand down. Left arm up towards the sky. Soften the top ribs a little. Get the right hip crease to kind of draw into the socket a little deeper. Create more space on the bottom waistline. Last breath. Full breath in. Long breath out. Low lunge twist. Left hand down. Back heel pivots up. Inhale. Reach the arm up towards the sky. Coming to side plank. Exhale. Lower right thumb to heart. Right foot is stacked. Inhale. Reach the arm over your head. Exhale. Little dip. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Little dip. One more. Inhale. Lift. Little dip. Inhale. Push up. Exhale. Plank pose. All right. You can drop the knees down. Left hand is staying in your plank. Fingertips down, in line with elbow. Melt your heart. Pull your waistline up towards your back body and then untuck your toes. Funky dolphin. Remember, you can move that left hand back a little if you like. And now right leg's going to reach up towards the sky. This is optional. For 3, keep lifting right inner thigh up. 2. And lower the foot. 1. Drop the knees down. You can put your left forearm down, taking dolphin. You can, of course, transition that without the knees down. You could be in child's pose right now. One more breath. If you want to take a vinyasa, you can. Coming forward where you bend and you do that little spring forward, or just come down onto the knees and take a moment, child's pose. Hands back alongside your feet, or you can even hold your feet. One more breath. Letting things slow down. Good. Inhale. Lift your chest up. All right. We're going to do a little, try it at a funky, I call it the adolescent crow. It's when we need our parents, right, as adolescents. So we're going to be taking this sort of funky shape, and I'll show it from different angles, okay? And you can always take regular crow. If you're not doing any arm balancing today, take a hip opener, a pigeon, or a reclined pigeon laying on your back. Totally good, okay? All right, so we're going to start. Let's start with the left forearm down, right hand. Not sure what the best angle is, so I'm going to do it just a couple different ways. Okay, I'm going to start with this way. Right hand, right fingertips in line with the elbow. And you're going to walk the knees in. The greatest thing about this is it's just awkward, right? And I think as we work with resiliency, it's kind of being okay with things that feel uncomfortable or feel different. So we're going to come up onto kind of a squatted position. So let's back off the arms for a minute. Just come up into kneeling, take the knees wide, and then reconfigure the shape with your arms. Left forearm down, right fingertips in line. Now the key is that the knee is going to come on the back of the arm that's still in your chaturanga first, okay? Now, the left knee is going to brace right up into my armpit, but the leg that's going to lift first is the one that's with the arm in chaturanga. So I want you to lean forward and see if you can get your right foot, your right shin, on the back of your right tricep. Your left knee hopefully is already connected to your left armpit, but there's nothing to really hold on to, so it's all core. So I want you to suck your right toes up away from the floor, point the foot, lean, and see if your left foot, the toes can touch. And it feels weird, and you're hugging that right elbow in for 2, and then set it down, 1. Yes? How'd that go? It went really good, right? First time always goes really good. Okay, we need more times. All right, let's switch it around. Second side. Left hand's now your chaturanga hand. Right forearm's gonna come down. Anything new? It's gonna take a few times. Remember, this elbow, the one that's in chaturanga, it's so easy for it to wing out. You have to keep hugging it in, and the left shoulder head, the leg is pushing on it. It's gonna try to come down towards the floor. You have to keep lifting the shoulder head up. Okay, so my feet, we're in kind of a malasana squat with the toes together. Knees are wide. All right. Left hand down, fingertips roughly in line with the elbow. You're going to lean forward. Now my right knee already is kind of sucked right up against that armpit, and I'll turn in a minute. But the left leg, that's the one that's going to go on the back of the leg first. And then I'm kind of hugging the right leg against my outer right arm as much as I can as I lift left foot and maybe right foot too. For 3. Hug that left elbow in, 2. And 1. Good. How are we doing? Now the good news is only one wrist gets tired at a time here. All right, let's try it one more time. Yeah, really, one more time. I'm going to stay this direction so you can see my arms on the other one. I've been showing you the chaturanga arm, so now I'm going to show you the other arm. All right, so switch it up. Right hand's back in chaturanga. Come onto your feet, take your knees wide. So now you can kind of watch my opposite leg if you're more watching here. Lean forward. Right leg's gonna go on first. See how my left knee, it's got to squeeze in, and it may just stay right here with one foot up. Maybe that left foot lifts. Big toes try to come together. And then bring it down. All right, switch it around one last time. You don't have to keep turning on your mat. I'm just turning so you can see different angles. All right, last time. Last time. Left leg, get it up on the back of the arm. Lean forward onto that right forearm. See if you can pick right foot up for 3, 2, down you go. 1, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Lift your chest up. I know, it's hard. It's hard. It's different. It's different. Lift the chest up. Adolescent crow. Adolescent crow. Good. Starting to hinge forward. I was trying to think of something that went with that, but just nothing came to me at the moment, so I just left it. Breathe in. You know how the good ideas will come to you after, right? After the conversation. I should have said that. Notice how it takes a minute because you've been working so hard on your inner thighs right now. So we need to give them a minute. Just need a moment. Just need a moment to let my inner thighs release now because they were working so hard to squeeze into the midline. Be mindful that you're not pushing with your elbows against your knees. So allow the legs to open just as they're ready to open. If anything, I'll bring my elbows in close right at the hip crease. And then lift the chest up. Good. Bring your knees together. Let's come back. Plank pose. And lower all the way to the belly. Good. Come onto the forearms. And we're going to do a half frog. I'm going to start with the left leg just so you can see this leg. So we're going to be in Sphinx here to start. I want you to lean onto your right hip and bring your left leg forward so that the inner leg is on the ground. Your left ankle is in line with your left knee. And your left knee, it's about in line with your hip. Some of you may be able to go a little higher, but it's about in line with the hip. So we're doing a half frog here. And if it feels better in your body to be up, I sometimes like to be up because I get a little of the stretch in the psoas. But if you prefer to bring your forehead down, that's totally good. And it's a nice stretch. It gets a little deeper in the groin. Full frog can be a lot on the knees, but I do like the half variation. Take one more breath, yogis. Good. And then walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up. And we're going to come to tabletop. Your right shin is going to swivel behind you. Your left leg, you're coming to a modified side plank. You're going to bend that left leg, the one that was just in the half frog. And we're going to take it back just into a bit of an archer's bow, a little back bend here. So left hand catches left ankle, kick the foot back, scoop the tailbone forward. Right shin is acting as a kickstand here for 3, 2, and then 1. Set the sole of the foot down. Reach the left arm up and over. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now if you want just a little more core, a little obliques, you're welcome to take it. Top arm's going to reach up if you're going to take it. Otherwise, just keep reaching the arm over. And then you're going to hover your right knee up and kick it forward and see if you can tap your left hand to your right foot. Yep, and then set it down. 2 more taps. Lift, lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Good. Come back around to plank. Breathe in. Lower all the way to your belly. Exhale. Breathe out. Second side. Forearms down. Forearms down. Now it's the right legs coming forward. Half frog. Now the key here is that your ankle is in line with the knee. It's not out. So as you look at your right foot, make sure that your right ankle is in line with your right knee. And you can stay upright. Or you can bring the forehead down. Now as your belly, if you start to come down, I want you to consciously spin your right inner thigh back behind you. And then as you keep that action, gently lengthen your tailbone, kind of drawing the ribs toward the back body just a little bit. Now, if you need padding for your knee, your inner knee, you may, especially if you're on a hard floor here. A little padding under that right knee is very helpful. Connect into that right inner knee on the padding or on the earth, and as though you're trying to lengthen the inner groin muscle. So from the inner right knee through the inseam of the leg, trying to spin the right inner thigh back so that it's stretching the muscle a little deeper. And then slowly come back up onto those forearms. And then one hand up, we can push up into all fours, other hand up, tabletop position. Left shin, is going to kick back into that little kickstand. And you're going to come onto your left hand, reach your right leg up, bend the right knee and catch the right foot with your right hand. Variation of dancer pose. So keep allowing the right thigh to go back as you scoop the tailbone forward, opening the chest, maybe letting the head open up and look up a little bit if that feels good. Good. And then release the leg. Set the sole of your right foot down to the floor and stretch your left arm up and over. Now we're just staying here for several breaths. Those of you that want to add that last little bit of oblique work, you are welcome to take it. You'll reach the arm instead up towards the sky, hover your left shin, and exhale, kick and tap inner foot and top hand together. Exhale, lift, lower, last time, lift, lower, and then all of us back around to plank. Exhale, drop to the knees. Good. Right knee forward, pigeon pose. Now you can come onto your back here if you like. Tuck your back toes back. Lift your chest up. And exhale, forward fold. Now you can use any props you like. If you want to grab your blanket, if you want to grab your block. Steady your Ujjayi breath. I think as we grow older and we start to really maybe think more about our purpose, or if what we're doing has meaning, I think a lot of that comes from perhaps living throughout our life where wherever it comes from, there's just so many expectations that get placed upon us, or that we feel get placed upon us, that sometimes we end up down a path that isn't our own, but one that maybe we were encouraged to do. And so there may come a point where we start to have a deeper sense of reflection. And I want you to remember that when we struggle, and as we struggle and try to figure all this out, we are building that resiliency muscle. It comes throughout time. It comes from being uncomfortable. It comes from having experiences happen that just don't feel right with a deeper part of ourselves. Now, if you would like, you could take a thigh stretch here in your pigeon. So if you have a knee injury, you may have to kind of sit full side saddle on this hip and reach back, because it just doesn't work on your knee to come at it from pigeon. But those of you that want to take it in pigeon, you can do same hand to foot, or you can do the opposite hand. I'm lifting back up onto my right hand. You could stay on the forearm if you like. Some of you, if you have deep back bending practices and you want to take Ekapada Rajakapotasana, the full form of it, you are welcome to. This is feeling like plenty in my body today. Good, and then let that go. Let's switch sides, yogis. If you want to do a down dog kick, I just some days like to scooch that back knee up, and then I just sort of, in a kneeling form. Kick that leg out, maybe make a couple circles. Like fire hydrant asana. That feels, shake it out. All right, left knee, pigeon pose. All right, right toes. Tuck them under so you can scooch and get a little more space, letting that right leg lengthen back. Maybe coming onto the forearms. Use this shape, this architecture of a deep hip opener to make space for what you need right now. And we remember a tool to help build our internal resilience of I am. And sometimes to say certain language like I am strong when we're feeling weak, that actually can feel like it can disempower us. So finding the language that resonates with you, but yet is still empowering, like I am getting stronger. I know I can become stronger, right? So just finding language that feels like it resonates and feels true for you. I am building my inner peace. I am learning to listen to my own body, right? You see how you can just sort of shift the language. Take the thigh stretch if you like it. Take the thigh stretch. And the way the brain works is that we all have these neural pathways, and the way that they become strong, like a highway almost, and automatic, is that we just repeat them. That is the way the brain learns, is through repetition. And so if you feel like your internal resilience is lacking, it's okay. It's just, it's building a new habit. It will take time. Let go of the foot if you've got the foot. Slowly find whether you're taking that down dog kick or just that fire hydrant shape. Maybe make some circles. Good. And then make it to kneeling. Back to kneeling. And we're going to take ourselves onto our back. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's end with just opening up that heart one last time. If you want to take a supported bridge, which I am going to do today, if you have a block, grab a block. Slide the block under your sacrum, any height. I'm going to go middle height myself today. You can interlace your hands if you like around your block. And you have the option, if you're feeling steady and you want to take a leg up and the other leg up, maybe point your feet. Does your breath change when you point your feet? And then flex your feet. Is there a natural rhythm? Do you feel the tendency to inhale when you point or exhale? And then the opposite as you flex. You can do any variations if you're doing the supported shoulder stand, if you wanted to. Take the legs into like a upavishta. My wall's a little close, but if you want to take a upavishta or even a splits, one leg forward, one leg back. And with the block there, your heel may touch down, and then you might even be able to kind of reach for the calf of the other leg and then switch. Of course, you can always just stay with both legs up. Good. Bend your knees together in towards your chest. Set one foot to the floor. Set your other foot to the floor. Both heels are down. Take a moment in your supported bridge. Can you create 3 I am statements for yourself that feel like they resonate for you today? I am, and you'll finish that sentence. push down into your feet. Inhale, elevate your hips so you lift off your block, slide your block out from underneath you, and then allow the soles of your feet to come together, yogis. Knees go wide, hand to the heart and to the belly. May we use our practice to connect deeper into who we are, to listen to ourselves, to build our own internal resilience. To support ourselves, to have our own back. To begin to worry less about whether we're disappointing people around us, but instead staying truer to ourselves. So you can stay here longer in this shape with the legs, or as you're ready, let your legs extend out. Palms face up. We'll take a few minutes in Shavasana. When it's time to come out, you'll hear me ring a soft bell. Start to come back. Allow movement in your body in whatever way feels good for you right now. And then we'll take the arms, stretch our arms up and over our head. Take a big full body stretch. Bend the knees, place your feet to the floor. Roll to your right side. Use your hands to bring your body back upright. Place your palms in together at your heart. Thank you. Thank you for showing up on your mat today. For making space for yourself to build your own internal resilience. For we all are facing things at this time. So as you draw thumbs up to third eye, May we also remember that there's a wisdom within us, a wisdom that is beyond our negativity, that is beyond our doubt and our worry, and is always at the seat of love and alignment. So thank you for taking this time to step into this space to listen. It was my honor to be with you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you for being here, for showing up. If you have time, let me know as we move forward. You guys, it's almost July. Like, where is the time? Where's the time going? Now I do feel like it's moving faster. So your studios may be opening up. New things may be coming back in. And I would love to hear if you feel like this format is working and how I can serve you better. You know, these classes are donations, so they are welcome and for everyone and anyone. You can always Venmo and PayPal if you want to, but it's optional. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every time you show up, you step on the mat, even if you don't do the whole practice, you guys, 20 minutes, do 20 minutes of it, right? You can always come back to these, and that's why I do like this part. So thank you. Have an amazing week. I will see you soon. Be on the lookout for when our healing is this week. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so I will do a healing this week, but I will give you a heads up of when that is. I'm just not sure exactly when's going to be the best time, but I will put a healing in this week, so keep watching for that. Thank you.